And good morning, Kentuckiana. It is 6 a.m. on your Monday. Thanks for starting your morning with us here on WHAS11 and WHAS11 Plus. I'm Jim Stratman alongside meteorologist Matt Breland as Grace has the day off. And what a day to have off.
It sure is. Yeah, I imagine some people will want to play hooky today.
Not you and me, though.
No, we're here. There's no way we are. But it's certainly like if I was in school today, I would be like, Mom, I don't think I can go.
And let's talk a little bit about why, because like you step outside, it's sub 60 right now in most of the area.
Fall fever, false fall though. I know that's a common word that we like to say around here because we all know how it goes. We get a little taste of it and then it'll warm back up again for just a second and then we're going to be back in a fall weather pattern. But so far we're off to a very comfortable start. Here in Kentuckiana, our temperatures ranging into those cooler values right at 60 degrees for us here in downtown. Bit cooler for you guys there near Bowman Field, 56 degrees. Winds this morning staying out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour, but the humidity levels staying very low. That's what's keeping the air feeling lighter and more pleasant. It's certainly going to be that pattern for the next several days. It's going to be very enjoyable for this week. Temperatures ranging into the mid-50s in LaGrange, 60 in Louisville, 53 Shepherdsville, 52 Paoli, 55 near Bedford. Headed out to school this morning for those of you not playing hooky. Temperatures ranging into the mid-50s. To get your day started on the way home, you can expect those temperatures to warm up just into the mid-70s. Feeling very comfortable and very calm all throughout this Monday. You can expect a totally quiet and clear trend, just how we're seeing right now on satellite and radar. This pattern will still be lasting all throughout our morning hours. The rest of the morning still continues to stay clear, quiet, and dry, and also very comfortable, especially into the afternoon. We're expecting those temperatures really just to range into the mid to upper 70s. It's going to be a very comfortable pattern for us. That's a look at your weather details. More of that coming up soon. Here's a check of traffic this morning. So far, we're moving along fine on all of our major interstates. We do have a stalled vehicle on Highway 841 northbound just before exit 37. That could cause a few slow spots. We'll have more weather details and traffic coming up soon. Jim?
Thank you very much, Matt. And our top story this morning, a teenager has been arrested in connection to a shooting at a high school football game Friday night. Mayfield police say that a 14-year-old boy from Fulton, Kentucky was arrested and charged with first-degree assault. They say that a suspect shot 18-year-old Jordan Riley from Farmington, Kentucky. Riley suffered serious gunshot wounds to his arms and upper torso. As of this morning, he is stable in an out-of-state hospital. Mayfield police say the suspect is now being held at a juvenile detention center as the investigation plays out. Officials are asking anyone with information to contact Mayfield Dispatch or Crime Stoppers. You can also text that information along with WKY to 738-477. The Marion County community is continuing to grieve a crash that sent 2 of their firefighters to the hospital. The Raywick fire engine flipped over responding to a call to assist the Loretto Fire Department on Friday. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester heard how the men have dedicated their lives to service as the community now prays for them and their families.
We have all been close to our knees in the last few days praying for Brian and for Leonard.
Families of Raywick firefighters Brian Hatt and Leonard Winkler find comfort in the community after a crash sent both men to the hospital Friday.
When one hurts, they all come together to do what they can do to help each other out. They don't let anyone fight alone, and that is definitely the true meaning of brotherhood and sisterhood, and not only just the community service, but in the fire hood.
Army veterans Hatt and Winkler were en route to assist neighboring Loretto Fire Department when Hatt, who was driving the truck, lost control on Kentucky 527 and hit an embankment, causing the truck to overturn. Hatt was thrown from the truck, and Winkler was trapped inside.
Yeah, and if you knew him, you'd have a friend as soon as you knew him.
Hatt is in U of L's ICU. His family has scheduled to donate his organs Monday. The department said Winkler is doing well and being treated at the University of Kentucky Hospital.
And Leonard's joining us via Facebook tonight as well.
On St. Francis Raywick Road, cars speed around the corner where Hatt and Winkler went off the road, just 5 minutes from their fire station.
They need to put a guardrail up or widen it or something. But they need to definitely get this fixed.
In her years living off this road, Mary Hall says she's seen many crashes, but none like the one Friday.
It's like a nightmare. That's what it is. I mean, it will scare you half to death.
Back at the fire station,
this candle represents Brian and Leonard. This candle represents the Raywick Fire Department.
Hallelujah.
The light of Hat, Winkler, and the Raywick Fire Department stays burning. For a community they've dedicated their lives to, now they're returning the favor. In Raywick, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
A GoFundMe has been set up to help Brian Hatt's family with medical costs. You can find more information and the link on our website, WHAS11.com. Jeffersonville police are asking for your help as they investigate a fatal hit and run. 41-year-old Samuel Carlisle was hit and killed around 3 o'clock Sunday morning off 8th Street. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Police have not identified the driver of that vehicle responsible, but they do believe that car would have some front-end damage. If you have any information, you can call the Jeffersonville Police or submit an anonymous tip to 812-218-TIPS. Some more local news now. JCPS set to receive a brand new shipment of milk this week after the district pulled its supply out of cafeterias last week. Wednesday, students complained that the milk, quote, tasted funny. The district says that staff caught the issue during a daily quality check and removed that milk immediately. In an update last Thursday, a JCPS spokesperson said their supplier, Prairie Farms, expects to deliver new milk by the middle of this week. Until then, students will be offered water, juice, and shelf-stable milk with their meals. And take a look at this video. A water main break off of Southwestern Parkway, shooting water all the way up in the air, nearly as tall as those trees. Again, this happened at Southwestern Parkway and River Park Drive around 8 o'clock last night. A spokesperson with Louisville Water told us that a 12-inch main line broke. Despite the amount of water that you see gushing out of that pipe, well, we're told that there were minimal impacts because of it. About 10 customers affected because of that water main break. Crews now working to repair that pipe as quickly as possible. 6:08 on your Monday morning, and Taylor County students, get up, get ready, because you're heading back to class today. New this year, the Broadway campus says it'll no longer allow drop-offs and pickups at the Taylor County Board office parking lot. Those schools impacted include the Taylor County Primary Center, Intermediate School, and Middle School. Families now have two options. Those include the carpool line or getting on the bus to get those kids to school. You can find more information at the school district's website. Happy first day of class to everybody that's heading back in Taylor County. Also today, the University of Kentucky is going to be welcoming about 36,000 students back to campus for their first day of class. The increase in students is prompting some security enhancements from the university. The UK Police Department is adding brand new security measures like a first responder drone program and new permanent lighting along Winslow and Scott Streets. There are also new campus safety apps called the Safe Zone that will give students fast and easy access to help when they need it.